Romans chapter 8 and verse 14, it says, "For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High." All right, before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakathum to you hopefully elect. All right, and it just, Lord, what another quick hit through the Spirit, conversations that you be having with brothers sometimes, it sparks ideas for lessons, and because Lord willing, we're of that number. With that being said, there's a special spirit that's within us, all right, that against all odds, in the midst of all of our tribulations and all the hell that we catch and things of that nature, man, there's a special spirit that is within us, all right, because we are being led by the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, and again, if we are of that number, no matter how much it hurts, because I was just watching a video by the Apostle Gabar, which also sparked me to kind of do this. He was touching on how being in this truth, man, it's humbling. Where we are humiliated on a daily basis, all right, humbled, being purged out and things of that nature. And a lot of times, man, it gets to a point where it's just like, man, the hell with it. You get that feeling. We all get that feeling like, man, we don't want to do this no more. Sometimes we even get to a point where, we start to question, like, man, is it worth it? Because brothers catch so much hell. It's like, goddamn, Jake can't get a break out here. But again, because there's a special spirit within us, Lord willing, we're that number that keeps us going. It keeps us going, man. Let me get this in Jeremiah chapter 20. Because for the most part, most of the men of the Lord, man, they didn't want to, they didn't want to do this. Most of the men of the Lord, they often got to a point where they were just like, man, the hell with this. They, because again, being in this truth, man, it can be very vexing. It can be very disenchanting. Being killed all the day long, so on and so forth, man. But that spirit that's sitting within us, that is just against all odds, man, and it's just against everything that, is working against us, right? Against all that, man, that spirit, it motivates us, it moves us to just keep on trucking, man, to keep on pushing. We get this in Jeremiah chapter 20. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, "O Lord, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I, and hast prevailed. I am in derision daily. Everyone mocketh me." Because again, hey, being in this truth, we're humiliated on a daily basis. All right. We're killed all the day long, man. Persecuted all the day long. And again, like I mentioned, a lot of our forefathers, a lot of them thought that the Lord brought them in this truth just to, be put to death. Because it seems like that sometimes, man. But, we grow, because, pursuing the second, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, the second chapter, man, coming into this truth, hey, you want to serve the Lord, man, be prepared to suffer, be prepared to catch hell, constantly enduring, constantly going through it, because it's going to be a fight until the bitter end, but again, because only the elect are going to prevail because of that special spirit that's within them. It says, verse 8, "For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil, because the word of the Lord was made a reproach unto me, and a derision daily." All right, because like the scripture say, you come into this truth, man, and you depart from wickedness, you depart from evil, you depart from this world, you make yourself a prey. So again, it's just like, it's bad enough we catch up even before we come into this truth, because, all Israel is going through the curses. But when you come into this truth, man, hey, the Lord, man, the Lord has a special type of hell special type of tribulations that he puts his men through, you know, for beautiful reasons, of course, you know. But hey, the scriptures say, thinking not strange when you fall into these diverse temptations, you know, roughly paraphrasing. Because the Lord, again, he puts his men through special type of hell and tribulation that the average Israelite will not be able to deal with. You know, the average Israelite will not be able to deal with. They will not be able to handle what the men of the Lord have to go through. It says, then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak anymore in his name. But his word, because again, like I said, most of the prophets, most of the men of the Lord, man, they were like, man, the hell with this, man. I quit. I ain't doing this no more. Such as Jeremiah, which I'm reading about now. But it says, but his word was in mine heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. So you see, because again, against all odds, no matter how tiring, vexing, disappointed, aggravated, frustrated, all right, no matter how disenchanted, no matter, because we all get to those low points, man. And again, it just against all odds, man. No matter what the odds are, it's just that special spirit, man, that the Lord has in his men, that they're just gonna keep on trucking, man. Because I was meditating, because it's like, man, if the Lord, man, if you know, um, I typed a precept to a brother, man, where it talks about, it's not by our might, or nor by our spirit, all right, but it's by the Spirit of the Lord, man. Because there's nothing that we do on our own accord, man. And the Lord has set it up. He has it set up that way strategically, so that we don't get proud. Because again, the part of being in this truth, man, we're humbled. A lot of people think that there's something when they're really nothing, man. Again, if it wasn't for uh, the Spirit of the Lord, man, listen, we're we're nothing, man. Who would he get to be proud about anything? But I'm gonna just get it real quick. In Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. It says, then he answered and spake unto me, saying, this is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might nor by power. All right, so it doesn't matter how much weight you can lift, or no matter how many riches you got, or no matter how good you make your resume look to get the particular job that you've been beasting for so long. No matter what you do, all right, it's not of our accord. There's nothing that we do on our own accord. All right, not by our power, not by our might. All right, because quite frankly, we're not strong enough, man. We simply don't got it. All right, we simply we don't got it. We don't got what it takes. That's why when you read on, it says, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. So again, man, if it wasn't for the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, we're completely, totally through. All right, we're finished out here, man. We're finished out here. But hey, it's that special spirit, man. That's within us. Let me get this real quick in Hebrews chapter 11. Because, another beautiful example, like I said, against all odds and just against all the circumstances. Our forefather Noah. Our forefather Noah being one of those examples. Because, again, you just picture his time, this was a time where it never rained before. So when he was trying to warn the people that, hey, it's going to rain, they were looking at him like, what? They looked at him, called him crazy, they did all type of stuff. We can imagine, because they do it to us today. Right? But in Hebrews 11:7, it says, by faith, you see, and that's ultimately what comes down to, man, our faith, man. Because again, as much as this shit hurts, as much as it sucks, as much as it seems like the Lord ain't coming back no time soon, it's just, that special spirit, and our faith that drives us and moves us and motivates us. Because again, ultimately, it's a special spirit, that special gift of faith that comes from the throne of the Heavenly Father, man. It's a special spirit, man, that's lodged deep within us, that keeps us going, But it says, by faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear. So you see, that special spirit, man, it's just something that moves us, that drives us. Because, hey, like I said, one hand, we get to a point where it's just like, man, I don't want to do this no more. I quit. I'm done. It's like, is it worth it? We all get those feelings and whatnot. But, hey, On another note, man, we get that fear. It's like, man, listen, you take your hand off the plow, man. I know something. You know, like you have a stern father or mother or grandparents. Hey, you do that again, I know something. You know, and yeah, you get that fear, man. Like, man, all right, let me stop playing. All right, you know, I was being a little, you know, bitch. Let me stop playing. You know, and you know, get back to work. You know, it says prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith. All right, and hey, because those men, hey, they're gonna, again, against all odds, man. The scriptures say how they stood stiffly. All right, their faith, man. You know, again, against all odds, prophesying the downfall and the destruction of Esau, Edom in his own kingdom. You know, that takes a great deal of faith to go out there day in and day out, week in and week out. You know, brothers dealing with all type of ailments, all type of issues, man. Brothers deal with all type of problems that it's just like, man, like I said, the average Israelite wouldn't be able to deal with. You know, you know, like Revelation 19 and 10, man, when John, the Revelator, right, when he came across the angel and he tried to bow down and worship the angel. Listen, the angel said, man, don't worship me. Don't bow down to me. Because ultimately we're supposed to worship Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? But, you know, quick point that I want to make with that is because, again, let's say an angel would appear right now. Everyone would be trying to you know, worship the angel, reverence the angel. You know, like it's a celebrity. You know, but, hey, it's quite the contrary. You know, if anything, the angels, they look at us like the celebrities because, you know, the angels, they don't go through what we go through. They don't feel what we feel. You know, so just speaking as a man, sometimes I just be looking and I just be thinking like, man, you know, like the angels from a perspective of an angel, you know, because we are angels, you know, but I just be thinking sometimes from the perspective of an angel that, you know, hasn't been in this flesh, looking down on us like, damn, you know, how the hell did he make it through that? You know, because again, in reality, man, we're really the celebrities in their eyes, man. Because, you know, it's just like, damn, you know. Again, the angels, they see what brothers go through, and it's just like, damn. You know, because again, brothers go through a lot. You know, brothers go through a lot, man. It gets to a point where, hey, even the angels have to minister unto us. They have to give us strength and whatnot, man. Because this shit's tough. It hurts like holy hell, but hey, you know, that special spirit keeps us driving, man. It keeps us going. You know, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai for it. Because, again, without it, we're through. But I'm going to get this last one in Ephesians chapter 3. In verse 20, he says, now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. All right, so you see, the power that worketh in us. You know, because, again, it's not of us whatsoever, man. You know, the Lord is working a great work. You know, the Lord is doing a very great thing, man, in the earth. And Lord willing, again, we're a part of that number. Hey, we are that you know, that marvelous thing that the Lord is doing, man. We're a part of that marvelous work, man. Like I said, against all odds, brothers is out here. You know, like I said, prophesying the downfall and the destruction of Esau, Edom in his own kingdom. How about that? How about that? You know? Huh. And not only that, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, we are speaking these things into existence. So, you know, because when you read verse 21, I'll just read it. It says, unto him be glory in the church by Hamashiach Yahweh Shai throughout all ages, world without end. Amen. All right, because again, ultimately, it's all to give praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, because again, it's not of us. It's not, you know, it's just not of us. It's not for us. All glories to be given to Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, and Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord willing, well, that number, he's using us to exalt his name, uplift his name. And again, that's why those men are going to be, you know, highly praised, man. You know, they stood stiffly against all odds, against all circumstances. And brothers be wanting to quit, give up, and everything under the book. But hey, that special spirit, that power that's working in us, through us, you know, and hey, Lord willing, he sees us through this until the end. Abaratazah. So, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai, and double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Shai Brakathum to you, you hopefully elect. Until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.